Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between Colorful versus Foggy. Colorful spawning as the blue night elf under the name Race DH, going up against Foggy, who has spawned as the red night elf. Night elf versus night elf in, well, a night elf mirror match here on Northern Isle. Are we going to be looking at Keeper of the Grove, Bears with Thorns aura, or are we going to be introduced to a new style of meta and play? We'll unfold and unpack this game together as I give you the play-by-play commentary, hopefully give you additional insights that you don't see, and, well, just be entertaining. Anyways, on the bottom left-hand side of the map, we're looking at Colorful opening up with, well, Ancient of War, Altar of Elders, and a Moonwell. Pretty much what exactly you expect to see coming in from a Night Elf player. Meanwhile, Foggy doing the same exact thing, opening up and getting the Ancient of War down here as well. The only real question is the positioning on this Ancient of War by Colorful. Colorful's Ancient of War actually a little bit further out than I would have expected it to be. Not quite sure where it plans to go or what it really plans to do. Perhaps it can train up an archer and try to aggro over to the Ancient of War, and then the Ancient of War is then closer to this gold mine as well. The downside, though, is that this Ancient of War is not by any trees and won't be able to replenish its hit points by eating trees. I guess that is just plant cannibalism, as we're looking at a DH coming in from Foggy and a DH coming in from Colorful. So not gonna be multiple Keeper of the Groves trying to be some sort of tempo hero. No, just gonna have mana burn wars here on Northern Isle. All right, Ancient of War actually walking its way over here to the Ogre Magi. Gonna try and clear things up here. Demon Hunter now already walking on through and gonna be trying to clear things up. So, are we going for an expansion attempt? That is the question. There's a quick ensnare. Unit's gonna try and engage once more. And here we are right off at the start, going after the Ogre Magi here, who is giving bloodlust to multiple units. Wisp being brought over to try and repair this Ancient of War. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter of Foggy not going to try and punish this aggressive play, but instead perhaps try and be equal in terms of creeping without having to have this Ancient of War tank for as much damage. All right, trying to be a little bit more effective in different ways, as we're looking at the Demon Hunter taking down the Forest Ice Troll Priest and this last Ice Troll. Are we perhaps going to be looking at a Tree of Life here and a possible expansion attempt? We'll have to keep a close eye there, whether or not they want to try and do an expansion, or if Foggy and Colorful decide to do one base play and just try to be efficient against each other. Coming back across, there's that mana burn wars as both sides, red versus blue, slicing and dicing up against each other as well. Little bit of damage once more. Are we going to see another mana burn? There's that mana burn, and there's another mana burn as blue comes out a little bit ahead, as blue ran out of mana first. A little bit odd that running out of mana first would help you in this battle, but he took a little bit less damage as he didn't have as much mana to burn from that mana burn. Coming back down to the south here, Ancient of War continuing to train up more archers. Back off to the north, it looks like Tree of Life protecting the Tree of Ages on both sides. Hunter's Hall, I don't spot that as of yet on the south side coming in from Colorful, or the north side coming in from Foggy. So, oh no, never mind. Foggy now placing down that Hunter's Hall there. Archers, meanwhile, well, trying to keep this Demon Hunter at bay. Demon Hunter, there's a large number of archers out onto the battlefield here. And are we going to be going into Ancients of Wind with Hippogriff Riders coming in from Colorful? That would be rather unique and different, as we're looking at the archers now spotting their opponent, and now in comes some mana burns once more. Oh, item steal, pick up. Colorful taking the item away from Foggy here, as the archers are now trying to retreat back, as while Colorful able to get some free damage on her fleeing and retreating Foggy. Foggy versus Colorful, still going back and forth. Damage, evasion, getting missed all across the board as the units are still fighting it out and dueling and duking it out again. All right, Hunter's Hall getting that Ultra Vision up. Tree of Ages is now done. We should be looking at Ancients of Lore here, coming in from just a moment from Foggy. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom left-hand side, we are at Tree of Ages, and no sign of any Tier 2 buildings yet. Nope, Hunter's Hall was a little bit delayed. So we should be going into dual Ancients of Lore as well. Naga Sea Witch already trained up by Colorful. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove coming back, or no, Demon Hunter coming back across here. Are we seeing a Keeper of the Grove second? Yes, we are. My spider sense was tingling and predicted, or, well, it was just a slip. That is a natural cover-up. Thanks, Foggy, for making me look smarter than I really am. Coming back through, Demon Hunter looking to retreat back as the Naga Sea Witch archers now getting ready to put on pressure once more. Demon Hunter, quick detonation there. Well, trying to clean up. And what are the players really looking to do here? It look like we're going to be transitioning into the middle stage here. Keeper of the Grove is incredibly powerful in this matchup if it does eventually come into bears. Thorn's aura reflects back a large amount of damage, and that Keeper of the Grove able to use Entangle at key moments as well does end up causing a bit of problems. All right, that is just an illusion going to get cleaned up once more. Still no expansions by either side. Dual Ancients of Lore being constructed by Colorful. Same thing by Foggy. Interestingly enough, though, even though Foggy had a little bit of that advantage in terms of building that Hunter's Hall first, Colorful is going to be in the advantageous position himself, as we're looking as he's going to be able to finish his Ancients of Lore first. All right, Entangle is now going across multiple units here. It looks as though, thank you for the follow, Skin Biscuits, as we're looking at an archer getting taken down here. Keeper of the Grove retreating back over here to the top right. Demon Hunter going to heal up once again. We should be looking at Dryads getting trained up first. Abolish Magic to try and remove and shut down the power of Entangle and any, well, treants that may be trained up if Foggy decides not to go for Thorn's Aura. Down to the south here, Demon Hunter going after some of these units. Ancient of War taking a little bit of damage, trying to fight back here. Units are now trying to pull back, and, well, this Ancient of War may end up getting taken down by the creeps if the creeps do not ignore it. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter and Naga Sea Witch coming back the other way, and the Naga Sea Witch really wants to put in more pressure onto Foggy's base. Foggy, if this game goes long, is going to be much better for him, as the Keeper of the Grove just tends to scale better than the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch is a bit of a tempo advantage when you hire them straight out of the tavern, as, well, it hires up much more quickly, and with those cold arrows, able to pick off some units. But as the game progresses on, the Fork Lightning becomes much more necessary, but the Keeper of the Grove just it becomes that much more powerful, especially when you consider the ultimate abilities. Ku, thank you for the follow, as we're looking at, well, Naga Sea Witch, Demon Hunter now still making its way back down to the south here. Ancient of War still repaired, still able to eat a bunch of trees. Tree cannibalism at its best to keep this Ancient of War alive. No one's setting up any expansions, as we are at Tree of Eternity on both sides, and we are training up bears and getting mastery training. If we don't, well, I believe Colorful will be getting mastery training here in just a second to get those bears out onto the battlefield. Coming back down here, Keeper of the Grove cleaning up things here. Are we going to be looking at Thorn's Aura? That is the big question. Level 2 on that Keeper of the Grove, and we do in fact see Thorn's Aura here. So bears with Keeper of the Grove going up against, well, Naga Sea Witch, Fork Lightning, Cold Arrows. As the battle continues and rages on here, Naga Sea Witch benefiting here, trying to clear up some of these creep camps, going to be able to get to level 3 pretty fast here. The Demon Hunter getting level 2 Mana Bird. Naga Sea Witch, well, still benefiting and healing up rather nicely. True to the Claw also getting in a rejuvenation on top of that healing ward, as well as that True to the Claw should be back up to full hit points and ready to, well, transform into a bear and really deal some damage here in just a moment. Magnetar Reaver, level 8 creep camp over here on the bottom right. difficult to take out. Keeper of the Grove getting stunned. Scroll of Town Portal being dropped, left behind. Not quite sure why any of that would happen, as the Magnetar Reaver should end up getting taken down pretty quickly. Keeper of the Grove will be staying at level 2 on this creep camp, but be very close to level 3 once it is completed. What item is left behind here? Can't quite tell. Is it? No, not Claws. Claws of Attack plus 12 on the Keeper of the Grove. All right. Claws of Attack plus 12. Keeper of the Grove's auto attack now a force to be reckoned with. Normally only dealing 22 damage on the low end. Now suddenly dealing, what is that? 39 on the low end. That is going to be a big change and step there, as the Keeper of, or the Demon Hunter also, or the Keeper of the Grove also getting an Orb of Venom damage. So that damage over time, coupled with the auto attack damage, is just going to rack up very, very fast. Keeper of the Grove also does have Thor's Aura, so you're going to see these bears taking and getting some damage reflected back. Staff of Preservation coming online there for Colorful, as he can quickly see what's going on. Low hit point due to the claw, already looking to retreat back. There goes a quick entangle right there, but I don't. Oh, Scroll of Healing used once more. 1 or 2 more shots could be enough, and yep, there it goes. Keeper of the Grove falls, as we now look at level 2 Thorn's Aura over level 2 Entangle, as there's just too many Dryads out onto the battlefield. Looking to fight more and more. Once again, bears going back into the bear form, as after they were able to rejuvenate, as we're looking at another bear falling down there. And Naga Sea Witch gets up to level 3 on the other side, staves another unit, as a Naga Sea Witch says, you know what, I don't want to be sticking around in this fight. Units all retreating back. Level 3 going up against level 3. The Keeper of the Grove, and that level 2, well, Thorn's Aura will be reflecting back a fair amount of damage. And if that Keeper of the Grove just continue to get stronger and stronger, auto attacks are a bit of a problem as well. Roar essentially doubling the base damage of this Keeper of the Grove from a minimum of 25 to now a minimum of 29, plus applying that damage over time effect from that Orb of Venom. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter holding on to double scrolls of healing should be able to keep this army alive and well for a little while. Naga Sea Witch does still have 2 healing wards, and the Demon Hunter still has that Ring of Regeneration, which represents so much additional health on that Demon Hunter as that battle continues on. Additional 2 hit points a second may not sound like much, but every minute you're healing an additional 120 damage, and we've seen how long fights can get. Claws of Attack plus 9. That Keeper of the Grove says, you know what, I'm not doing enough damage yet. Let me get up to plus 26 without Roar. Scroll of Healing being left behind here. What is that about? Foggy? Alright, that's gotta be an accident. Demon Hunter, is he gonna buy another Scroll of Healing? Does he realize that he left behind one? Buys a Scroll of Protection, and now the Keeper of the Grove realizes, yeah, I don't have the Scroll of Healing that I thought I did. Let me go back off to the north, pick it back up. There you are. And now the Keeper of the Grove dealing plus 26 damage, doubling his base damage even without Roar. Unit's going to be coming on through once more. That Roar damage is going to be rather high. There's a mana burn onto that Druid of the Claw. Keeper of the Grove is still right there. And are we going to be seeing that engagement? Orb of Venom only on the Keeper of the Grove. Double Claws of Attack plus Orb of Venom. So much damage. There's a mana burn onto the Keeper of the Grove once more, as we could be looking into a little bit of an engagement. All right, damage coming back on through. Fork Lightning coming down. Roar is available. Keeper of the Grove now continuing to push as the Demon Hunter looks to back away. Slippers of Agility being left behind here, as the Demon Hunter could get some mana burns off here. Demon Hunter should be in trouble. Rejuvenation. Is he going to get Staff of Preservation? No, he is not. He gets taken down. Demon Hunter falls at level 3, and this may be the perfect opportunity for Foggy to push, as he does have mana burn and his opponent does not. Shutting down enemy Druids of the Claw would be absolutely huge, though, during this stage, but there is Moonwells for Colorful. Are the Moonwells enough to counteract the loss of a level 3 Demon Hunter as we're fighting their way through? Bears in the back, unable to get in a lot of damage. Scroll of Protection, you can see the bears are just dancing in the back and not fully engaging. Meanwhile, the Dryad and Naga Sea Witch able to get in some big damage once more, as the Moonwells are starting to dry up as well. Healing Ward being placed in the back as well. Some big heals right there, as the Keeper of the Grove makes sure to try and take that down. Healing Ward is down once again. and mana burn going down also, as we're looking at these Druids of the Claw trying to hold the door, and they are doing a great job. 53 supply compared to 42. Foggy really overstaying his welcome here, as well the Demon Hunter now comes back online from a potion of with a potion of invulnerability. Still fighting their way through. Bears just slugging it out back and forth. Level 2 Entangle as the Keeper of the Grove gets up to level 4. Demon Hunter still chasing after this unit here. We're going to get some slow poison and no Entangle. Demon Hunter may be able to get off one more mana burn. That could be the big difference right there. An Entangle would be all that you need. There's the mana burn to finish off that Keeper of the Grove, who falls at level 4. Foggy now retreating with his tail between his legs, and Druids of the Claw being left behind. Naga Sea Witch trying to catch up to another Druid of the Claw, perhaps applying some cold arrows. And if you get some cold arrows right here, well, this bear will get taken out as well. No Boots of Speed. And now not enough mana for cold arrows. Just needs one cold arrow here. Boots of Speed right there. Naga Sea Witch does have enough mana for a cold arrow, but unable to get the charge off. There's a rejuvenation, and finally gets the cold arrow, but is it going to last long enough? No, it is not. The Demon Hunter with the Boots of Speed not helping, as the Naga Sea Witch was the one that needed it to land those cold arrows. 49 supply compared to 45. We still have a back and forth game here on Northern Isle. No one's setting up expansions as of yet, as the main gold mines have about 6.5 minutes of mining left. Following this, well, this rather interesting opening of Bears Naga Sea Witch with Demon Hunter first, going up against Demon Hunter first with Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove just getting picked off there and focused down was a key play by Colorful, which is now going to give him the opportunity to clear up this Magnetar Reaver creep camp and grab a powerful item of his own. If this goes completely unchallenged, well, this may be the beginning of the comeback, as well, the Demon Hunter picks up Kagar's Pipe of Insight, giving Brilliance Aura to all of the bears, which would help them in and out of combat to, well, rejuvenate faster and more often. Dryads right here. Goblin Sappers trying to dive on into a spot, unable to get in very far as the Moonwells heal back up. Demon Hunter comes back online. There's some slow poison. Demon Hunter trying to retreat away. There's a mana burn once more, as the Demon Hunter still chasing after that other Demon Hunter here. Orb of Venom both on the Demon Hunters here. There's another mana burn, and somehow Foggy is just letting his mana burn away pretty easily as the Demon Hunter tries to slip back once again. Are we going to see some items, well, picked up and sold once more? Demon Hunter down to 389 hit points, as the Demon Hunter behind him is just trying to get some more damage through. Kagar's Pipe of Insight actually having a bit of benefit. If we're going to see another mana burn on this Demon Hunter, that would be huge, but a Staff of Preservation saves instead. 49 supply compared to 50. Army sizes are comparable. Weapon upgrades 1-1 going up against, well, where I need a Dryad. Against 2-2, so Colorful definitely winning in the upgrade front there, but we do also have that Thorns Aura making it difficult, making it difficult to accurately judge who has the stronger army. We do see a large, good number of bears out here on the battlefield. Keeper of the Grove, well, just started at level 4, won't be getting to level 5 anytime soon, as the Demon Hunter will now be sent to shut down this Goblin Zeppelin. Coming back around. Goblin Zeppelin, well, looking to perhaps snipe down haunted and entangled gold mines. That is a very common strategy. Goblin Zeppelin off over here was scouted out here, and now the Demon Hunter going to try and engage once more. The Goblin Zeppelin could take a large amount of damage. Demon Hunter getting in some damage onto the Zeppelin, but the Zeppelin still able to escape freely, as the Keeper of the Grove catches some Dryads just trying to, well, rotate and transition out. The Goblin Zeppelin, is it getting repaired? Yes, gonna act as sight onto the Goblin Zeppelin here. Bears are now hanging behind the gold mine, making sure that the Zeppelin doesn't do a drop onto the Tree of Eternity or onto that haunted gold mine or any shenanigans like that. 50 over 60 supply, 1400 gold. Naga Sea Witch dropped down, putting in pressure, picked back up once more. Demon Hunter and Keeper of the Grove both with, well, major attack damage bonus as the units are still trying to keep away. Foggy's Zeppelin now just tailing this Goblin Zeppelin here, but no way to really get any damage out on that building. One Ancient of Wind with one Hippogriff could be the difference right now, but, well, needs to get quite a bit more lumber if Foggy plans on doing any of that. Meanwhile, we're looking at Colorful with more workers and having a much more balanced economy between gold and lumber. Foggy will most likely be just trying to buy items instead of just trying to train up units, as we're looking at an engagement here. All right, entangle onto a bear right there. Both sides fighting their way through. Fork lightning coming down. There is damage. There is healing. Where are all of the units going? Keeper of the Grove trying to help with that Thorns or a Staff of Teleportation coming back online here. Demon Hunter now back here. Are we going to be seeing some Staff of Preservations? Bears are now retreating. Perhaps some Rejuvenations as well are going to be needed as Foggy throws down Rejuvenations across the board. All right, Foggy with those Rejuvenations and then sending those units back. Meanwhile, Colorful still fighting its way through here as the Naga Sea Witch has plenty of mana, perhaps, or had plenty of mana because of that Kagar's Pipe of Insight. Demon Hunter trying to chase after a low hit point Druid of the Claw. A higher hit point Druid of the Claw, trying to keep a little bit of distance between the two, as the Druid of the Claw here not going to be able to survive. This Demon Hunter perhaps could finish off one or two bears. That would be a big deal indeed. There goes one bear. There goes a, well, no. Another bear not taken down. Another bear almost finishes it off there, as Foggy should be able to get some rejuvenations off here in just a moment. 46 supply compared to 40. Colorful should be able to replenish those units. Almost lost his Demon Hunter. Extremely close battle there. Demon Hunter sitting at level 4. Almost finished off the other Druid of the Claw, though, with a nice powerful mana burn. Units continuing to fight and battle it out here. Druids of the Claw back in Druid form, looking to replenish mana and heal up before continuing this push. Level 5, level 4 on Foggy's main two heroes. Meanwhile, Colorful doing the same exact thing, 5-4. The only difference being Naga Sea Witch versus Keeper of the Grove. Fork Lightning, Cold Arrows versus Thorns Aura and Entangle. Entangle, however, a bit of a liability, as the Dryads can easily just abolish that magic. All right, constant engagements. This is an exciting bear mirror, but how are they going to transition once they are both out of gold? Are they going to lift up their Tree of Eternities, or are they just going to sit inside their base waiting for the other player to come and greet them? That's what I don't want to be seen, as the Demon Hunter once more out of mana. Druids of the Claw, Dryads now making their way out. Both sides, mining is now done. Tree of Eternity, Nature's Blessing, and being researched. Nature's Blessing already done for Colorful, as the units are going to be engaging here. All right, there goes an Ensnare. Goblin Zeppelin, however, able to pick up that Dryad and that Zeppelin, now down to 236 hit points, able to escape. All right, coming back through. Dryads, Bears, Naga Sea Witch, Demon Hunter looking to push their way forward. All right, Goblin Zeppelin, Keeper of the Grove, Staff of Preservation saving some units in the back. Demon Hunter still hanging around in the back right here, and trying to get a little bit more mana. Both sides just trying to position themselves for this next battle. Tree of Eternity on the move by both sides, and they're going to be trying to establish up that second base, or that second gold mine here. No Ancient Protectors. Ancient of War is also moving over. Both sides temporarily going into low upkeep, as they know that, having gold in the bank doesn't matter right now, and taxes don't matter if you have no income. No wealth tax, just an income tax here, as the Demon Hunter and the Naga Sea Witch now make their way off to the north. All right, getting ready for an engagement. Goblin Zeppelin, Keeper of the Grove, Demon Hunter now trying to make their way back down. Druid of the Claw is getting ready to engage. Are they going to start to duke it out in the middle portion of the map? No, they are not. Naga Sea Witch is at level 5, though, a level advantage for Colorful going into this fight with level 3 Forked Lightning. massive mana for the entire Night Elf army. Druids of the Claw, Dryads, all pretty much maxed out on mana. And here we are. There goes the engagement. 150 mana burn, 150 mana burn. Foggy completely out of mana already. And Foggy's Demon Hunter, well, showing signs of damage and trouble, needs to retreat back, gets a rejuvenation while jumping into the Goblin Zeppelin. Ancient of War right here, 66 supply compared to 67. Colorful and Foggy both attempting to entangle that gold mine and should be able to get an economy going up and running in just a second. 2-2 upgrades on both sides, I believe. No, Colorful now at 3-3 upgrades. Come on, I have the little bars right here. Why didn't I see them? As the Demon Hunter now coming back through. All right, Keeper of the Grove getting ready to engage. There are some, well, illusions being brought in. There's a mana burn as well, as we could be looking at some detonations. Detonations perhaps to try and, well, remove some of that precious mana. And now, well, Foggy's Demon Hunter out of mana, meaning no more mana burn. Naga Sea Witch is going to try to go for more Fork Lightning. Yes, it does, but lands on some of those illusions as well, as the illusions are absorbing quite a bit of damage too. All right, Druids of the Claw, is Thorns Aura making enough of a difference, or is Forked Lightning going to tip things in favor of Colorful far too quickly as another Druid of the Claw gets taken down? Wow, very low hit point Druid of the Claw, stays alive at 10 hit points and is going to rejuvenate itself and back away. Beautifully done right there if it can stay alive, but it's actually jumping into the battle a bit too much and could get taken down here in just a moment. All right, there goes a Dryad. Sapphire Preservation saves one. Druid of the Claw going to get taken down. Demon Hunter, Potion of Invulnerability at 11 hit points, going now after the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove, is it going to get a rejuvenation? Yes, it's going to get a rejuvenation. Tries to stay alive. There's a rejuvenation as well, but a split second too late. Colorful loses its level 5 Demon Hunter. All right, still battling it up. Level 5 Demon Hunter down to 136 hit points here. Naga Sea Witch continuing this pressure. 32 supply compared to 40. Foggy losing more in the overall supply race, but Colorful losing his Demon Hunter, and that is going to be a bit of a shock. All right, losing that level 5 Demon Hunter is, in fact, a very big deal. Both sides now in no upkeep once more. Their armies are just simply too small. Meanwhile, are we going to see a resurrection at the tavern and then get a rejuvenation off of a Druid of the Claw to try and, well, bounce back and get back into this game? All right, wait for it. Wait for it. How much does it cost? Like, is it 580, 570? Or is it 610? I don't know what the resurrection on a level 5 hero from the tavern is, as we're going to be looking at a fight into the center. Goblin Zeppelin nearly shot down here as the Demon Hunter going to try and engage, perhaps get some mana burns off onto the Naga Sea, which again, Demon Hunter now resurrected. Wow, close to 700 gold there as the Demon Hunter now trying to retreat back. Roar coming back online. There's a rejuvenation. Demon Hunter trying to, well, retreat away. Meanwhile, bears are flanking all of each other and getting in damage once more. Demon Hunter rejuvenation on both sides. Mana burn, however, still possible for Foggy as Colorful's Demon Hunter still low on mana, even with the Brilliance Aura giving a little bit of help. Demon Hunter now coming back off to the north here. Where are all of these units going to go next? Naga Sea Witch getting, well, Potion of Invulnerability to try and stick around and fight a little while longer. More arrows coming down as a low hit point bear gets stabbed to preservation away. May come down to micros saving those low hit point bears, as there is just so much aggression between these two armies. Bears continuing the fight once more. Bears trying to chase after the Naga Sea Witch. Meanwhile, Druid of the Claw, well, doing a little bit of a line here. A lot of low hit point units from Foggy. Foggy could lose 2 to 3 bears here pretty quickly, but the Naga Sea Witch is also extremely low on hit points, and it gets saved by a Goblin Zeppelin who himself is only at 12 hit points. All right, this battle is just absolutely crazy. More Staff of Preservation trying to save more units, but those units really have nowhere to go. Bears coming in from behind. Demon Hunter going to try and engage. There's some more mana burns as well. Colorful knows that he needs to stick around in this fight in order to make sure that the Demon Hunter doesn't find all of these low hit point bears next to his Tree of Eternity. They are not hanging out at the Moonwells. They are not getting stronger at all, as the bears are now looking to retreat back. All right, there's some more rejuvenation. Demon Hunter trying to catch up to that Druid of the Claw. Staff of Preservation saves. Demon Hunter could have tried to mana burn if it had the mana, but now the Demon Hunter of Colorful getting surrounded once more and gonna get taken down again. Foggy now in command of this game with a level 6 Demon Hunter taking down the level 5 Demon Hunter once more. Staff of Preservation saves another low hit point Druid of the Claw. But, well, having a bunch of low hit point Druid of the Claw doesn't necessarily guarantee you the victory, even if you have the supply advantage, which he does not. Keeper of the Grove sitting at 5. Demon Hunter sitting at 6. Metamorphosis is available if he has enough mana. Mana should not be a problem here. Gets another Entangle. Finishes off another Druid of the Claw who was in Druid form, meaning he was very easy to take down. Meanwhile, more Druids of the Claw with Rejuvenation trying to walk on over, but these Moonwells are getting taken out without a fight, and those Moonwells represent hit points and, well, damage on all of those. The battle once more. 38 supply compared to 55. Foggy with a distinct advantage. Level 3 Entangle here instead of level 3 Thorns, or damage is getting reflected back. 55 supply compared to 39. Staff for Preservation continuing to save. There goes another roar. Another low hit point. Bear could get taken down. No, Scroll of used just in time as the Naga Sea Witch is going to finally find its target. No, it does not. Cold Arrow. We're going to find a different Druid of the Claw instead as that Druid of the Claw gets taken down. Tranquility now online for all of the red army of Foggy. Tranquility trying to heal up all of these units. Dryads continuing to battle it up, but the Keeper of the Grove does need to back away down to 244 as Colorful coming back the other way may take down the level 6 Keeper of the Grove and does exactly this and gets a double level up as well. Level 6 Demon Hunter for Colorful, level 6 Demon Hunt or level 6 Naga Sea Witch for Colorful, and that was a big switch right there as we see Mana Burns go across. Mana Burns now preventing any sort of metamorphosis once again. Meanwhile, Colorful trying to save some low hit point units, gets a Druid of the Claw perhaps to try and retreat back once more. We need to be seeing some rejuvenation not in time. The Druid of the Claw in bear form actually getting the swipe right there in time as more heals are still necessary. All right, Colorful could try and heal back up once more. 2 level 6 heroes going up against a single level 6 hero. No empty Druids of the Claw here by Colorful, but Foggy may have let this game get away from him as we now see a Staff of Preservation bringing the Demon Hunter back home. Low hit point Druid of the Claw still trying to retreat back, losing quite a bit of mana. And now, well, just simply trying to walk away. Orb of Venom damage over time, and then Demon Hunter still adding in more damage over time right there as the Goblin Zeppelin able to pick up that last bear. Demon Hunter back off to the north here. It looks as though Foggy could be in trouble, even though he has the larger supply army. 43 supply compared to 31. Keeper of the Grove needs to be resurrected. Not yet resurrected. Foggy has plenty of Druids of the Claw back at home, and they are ready, refreshed, ready to go. But is it going to be enough to overcome the level 6 Naga Sea Witch and a level 6 Demon Hunter, even though he has a Demon Hunter of his own? Bear is going to be getting ready to engage here. Well, no cold arrows as of yet. Demon Hunter trying to retreat back. There's a quick roar across multiple units. Demon Hunter Mana Burns once more. Keeper of the Grove is resurrected at the tavern and now going to be sent back home perhaps to try and get a little bit of mana in order to get Tranquility off. All right, Druids of the Claw getting ready to engage. Fork Lightning going down onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter down to 246 hit points. Gets saved. Staff of Preservation right there as the Keeper of the Grove needs to consider his options. 48 supply compared to 41. Demon Hunter was saved temporarily, but his hit points are still low. Even with the rejuvenation, may not be back at full health just quite yet. Bears continuing this fight here once more. Druids of the Claw making their way back down. We are looking at Trees of Eternity healing up once more. Demon Hunter getting ready to launch a next attack. 49 supply compared to 46. This game is still anyone's to be had as that double level up by Colorful really gave a sudden power spike to that army. 33 supply army compared to 42. As the Demon Hunters still getting ready to head off to the north. Where are these units going off to next? Keeper of the Grove lying in wait. Foggy getting ready here. Expansion still have 10 minutes of mining. So really no sign of this game coming to an end because of economy or anything like that. Let's see where this next battle will be going. Keeper of the Grove launching a large battle with Druids of the Claw. I don't see any Dryads in Foggy's composition. Meanwhile, I do see 1 or 2 Dryads for Colorful. Is it only one? It's only one Dryad. So, well, entangles could potentially become a problem. All right. Cold arrows coming down. Metamorphosis now available here. Colorful going to try and go after the Keeper of the Grove as we're seeing damage being added across here. Foggy going after the Wisps, trying to make sure that there's no more mining getting underway, trying to take down the building, but it is not getting taken down here as the Demon Hunter coming back on the other side here. Now it's Tranquility coming online on the other side. The Bears are getting back up to full hit points, and trying to engage against Tranquility is a little bit of a problem. As you can see, all of the damage just getting erased off of that Keeper of the Grove. However, the Keeper of the Grove is taking quite a bit of damage now, needs to retreat back as the Demon Hunter is still online here. Without Thornzora, suddenly the army is not nearly as scary as we need to see a rejuvenation going down there. Oh, beautiful, beautiful use right there. Staff of Preservation to try and go after the Keeper of the Grove, but the Keeper of the Grove was able to get rejuvenated and stay alive here. Colorful is still in a little bit of trouble. Low hit point Bears in the back, but I think the tipping point has been reached. Demon Hunter is going after another rejuvenated Druid of the Claw, but the Demon Hunter finally gets taken down. Level 6 Demon Hunter falls for Colorful, and that is the game. If that Keeper of the Grove was taken down by a Staff of Preservation Druid of the Claw, that would have been an absolutely clutch play right there. Unfortunately, it did not work for Colorful as Foggy was able to outlast this marathon match of Night Elf versus Night Elf here on Northern Isle. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.